How will you be sharing that also?
Yes. Can be sharing the presentation from your hand,
Will
sir.
you share the?
No, she'll be sharing the,
I can
okay.
share from my end.
Yeah, yes, 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 yes.
All right, sir. I'll do that. So can I start now?
Yes, yes. To you, sir.
Okay, sir. So good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Good evening.
Sirs, good evening, sirs. Yes, sir. So firstly, I'm Urimison Ogunga. So and I'll be speaking on behalf of Appgate System Solution. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, yes. Please, Mr. Andre, please, sir. Dr. Andre, sir, you have a background noise, sir. Okay, sir. You can continue, sir. You can continue, sir. You can continue, sir.
All right. So I'm here on behalf of Upgrade Network Solutions. So I'm here to present to you on hospital cooperative. So the noise is much.
Sorry, so we have a background noise from Dr. Andre, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Sorry. You can continue, sir.
Okay, okay, sir. So we are here to present. I'm here to present to you that based on a proposal for a development of a web page for a cooperative society. So based the on the proposal, so we'll be building a system for your cooperative platform. So we have some core features that have been implemented. So and I will be listing some. So I'll be listing some of the features here. So I already share my screen. So I don't know if
Yes, we can
everybody
see
can
it.
see the
We
screen
can
right
see it.
now.
We can see it. We can see it. We can see it.
All right, sir. So firstly, we have the overview of the cooperative society app. So we have the objective of the web platform, the implementations, design, as well as the testing phase. So basically, this platform is for the ability for users, that is members of this cooperative, to be able to deposit, like deposit some fund, okay, on monthly basis. So in which they will also have access to loan facility. So the system will be very secure. Each user will be able to see whatever they've contributed so far. So it's going to be a very transparent platform where every member is entitled to they are entitled to their own area where they can actually they can track whatever is going on with their contribution, as well as access to loan facilities. Basically, we will also have some notification system. So ideally, we are proposing for two notification via email as well as notification via SMS. So, and also, we also propose for the integration of a payment gateway. So, such that every user will be able to pay through their card. Meanwhile, we still need to sit with some executive of the corporation so they can give us a details analysis about how this action should be taken. Okay. So also we are going to gather more information on what the loan criteria should be based on. So basically we'll be coming for this analysis. So to ease our design process. So we need to meet with some schools of the organization so they can give us the details, a decent details analysis about the operation. But there's going to be a platform that is going to be very transparent to every user. So every user will be able to keep track, like what they pay so far, if they're taking a loan, how they are paying back. So every record will be kept. So so administrator will be able to see, and also they will be able to give, there will be a detailed report on the administrative end that will showcase every actions of the member. So this will include their contributions, if there's any loan, okay, that basically, I think the system should be able to predict based on the contribution of the user. It should be able to suggest, okay, like maximum amount a user can actually take for their for loan, like as a loan, this thing from the platform. So this is one of the reasons why I say we still gather more information, because the system should be able to predict. The system should know, okay, oh, this user has paid so amount, so you should be able to predict, okay, oh, this is the amount, or this is the range of amount that can be allocated, that can be approved for a specific user as a loan. Now, these old systems, we go, or we have basically two phases. So we have the front end part and we have the back end. So the front end basically is more or less like, the whole application is more or less like e-banking. Okay. So, and the front end basically we provide user with what they can see, like how the operations, there be an interface for everybody. So they'll be able to see whatever they contribute. They will be able to interact with the platform in real time. So the back end, so we also have the back end. So for the back end, we'll be basically be using Laravel, PHP Laravel as a programming language that we render. So there are a lot of reasons for using Laravel, basically for this kind of project, because one is efficiency, it's very fast, and is very robust and is highly secure. So, and also for keeping of records, we also need a database, and we also be using MySQL for proper documentation of every activities on the website. So this is this is all about the overview. Now, there are other things like we still look at, there are other factors, that is, there will be room for integrations of more functionalities. So, but I believe we can still interact with the executive member of the corporations, so they can suggest any functionalities that they think deems require for the organizations, or for the corporations, I mean. So that is a quick one on the overview of what the platform or what the web app will look like. So basically on the objectives of the web, one, it's going to be very, very transparent. So everybody will be able to keep track of their contributions in real time. So, and also from the administrator end, there will be a proper documentation. They will be able to give a proper account of every single actions of each member. Okay. So also generating, analyzing the growth of the corporations will be much more easier because everything will be properly documented. So the data can be collected. So we can export those data. They will be, we have them in such a way that they can easily be exported to other data form. Like we can export them to Excel for better analysis or forecasting. So that is some of the advantages. Two, it will be very, very secure. So it's going to be a very secure. So we are proposing for 2FA. 2FA is a two factors authentication. So just for more security. So for every user, they will deem to register with their email as well as a password. And for them to access, for them to access their interface, to access their area, they need to supply this information. So, and as a means of doubling the security, so the 2FA will be there. Basically, an OTP might be sent. Though we might not make that mandatorily, it depends on what the ESCO agreed upon at the end of the day, though. So it might not be mandatory, but the option will be there. So anybody that is interested in such can turn it on. So an OTP can be sent to either their phone number or their email whenever they need to log into their account area. So whenever they need to log into their own dashboard, so they can have an extra layer of security. So that we send an OTP, and this OTP will need to be verified before they will be able to access their end. So, and also, if a user for any reason forgets their password, so we will also have a medium where they can actually reach out to the administrator. So the administrator might needs to confirm some of their informations and will be able to reset their password for them. So I think those are some of the objectives. So of the web app. So the implementation. So for the implementation, so there are services, I think those will be included in the proposal given, because for all these things to work, we need to work with a lot of external or third parties platform. So we need to host the service. So that is after development. It needs to be hosted on a service in which the cooperative might need to be paying on annual basis. So they will be paying on annual basis. So it requires them to have a domain, which is basically a good idea. It stands as your identity on the internet. So, and it makes your organizations much more visible to anybody around the world. So basically the services can be accessed from different parts of the world. So, but based on the security level, not everybody will have access. Only those that have permissions will have access. So, and part of the implementation is I think probably each user might also have some unique identifier or some unique code that will be able to differentiate them from other users. So, and also we can keep track of every user activities through their unique code. So, and that that is for the implementation. So the services, the services are what we are paying for. So the development of the whole process will be carried out by our developers at AppGate Network Solutions. So we have our developers fully ready for this kind of implementations. So all they need is just to interact with the ESCO member to so as they can as to gather more information on how the cooperative runs physically. So the online platform now will be able to give more transparent and much better approach to how the record are being collected, how the cooperatives is being functioning. So we'll be able to keep track of the growth, and if there are lapses, so we'll be able to see. So, and there was always room for adding any features deemed fit. So whatever the cooperative, okay, even even after we've launched, even after the platform has been launched, we can always modify, we can always add any features that they think is necessary. We can always add. So, and this in our own term is basically what we refer to as progressive enhancement, because no system is perfect from the onset. So over time, so as people uses a system, they will detect they detect some new they will detect some new thing, or any 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 excuse me, out. So the system the system will be is going to be very completely secure against fraud. So is it will basically reduce level of fraud in in these old systems. So that is it. So for the design, I think the design for a better approach. So for the design and the testing, so basically after the payment has been made, once we agreed and part of the payment has been made, so we have like a duration of 2 months to build the system. Now, basically, we can actually round up with the systems in a month, but for a better performance at the end of the day, so we need to also test the system before we can fully deploy it. So is so if we develop the system in a month, so basically we need like a month. Though I know it might not be really up to that, but we need this time frame to be able to test as well as debug if there's any error. So, and also we will be relating this with the ESCO member, so they'll be able to access and test how this platform is running. So then from their end, also maybe some members will also need to have access to it. So they can give their view, they can give their experience. So, and over this period of 1 month, we can basically make any modifications to have a perfect system, okay, and to also safeguard ourselves from running into unnecessary errors why the application is already running. So we need to do a better testing. So that is after the design. So the design will be done by our developer. Then at the testing phase, we need to interact with the member of the cooperative. So we will be there. Okay. Now we upload the service. They will have access to it from wherever they are. Then we ask them to run some basic operations on the whole systems, so we can actually detect if there is any from our end. We'll be able to detect if anything is not running normal. So basically, it's not going to affect anybody at that point because we are still at the testing phase. So it's not really it's not going to be the fully uploaded software web app. So it's for testing. So it is after we've taken everything into considerations and we perfect everything, that is when we can now finalize on what to release at the end of the day. So, and henceforth, from that point, once the cooperative started using the service, so all we need to do is to do maybe some some uh some time update or maintenance on the website, okay, or on the web app. So because we need to clear cache. So because if an app runs, okay, if that needs to be clear from the website so that the web platform can function effectively and also for better efficiency. So yes,
Oh, sorry. I think there's a glitch of a connection there, but I can come here and continue. Please, what we are discussing here is still the same thing. While we are waiting for the connection failures, I don't mind to continue the sharing of the slide there. Please, can I continue, sir?
Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you. I hope you can see my slide now, sir. You can see the slide from my side, sir. Okay.
I've not seen that. Okay.
Okay. Is it displaying now,
Yes.
sir? It's okay.
Yes.
So, okay. So, in nutshell of the presentations, let the presenter able to analyze the whole introduction of the things and lay the foundation of what we are about to do. And when you go to the second page, this architectural design that we propose, the one that you mentioned that time, the front end, it serves as a application layer whereby the user can have access to interact with so-called user interface that we built. For example, now the user interface can be referred to what we are saying now, the present stage of the Zoom where we can log in, etc. While the main backend is for developer, they are served as a certain enaging part of the system. And as well, we want to use the same technology, which is a Laravel, both for the front end and the back end, which serve as technical administrative parts. And as well, we mentioned about the database. The database just serve as a buffer, security buffer, main storage parts, where the user, all the members' information will be kept, their transaction history, etc., or anything related to the members will be kept and encrypting and be encrypted. Sorry, and be encrypted so that no outsider can know what it means. We encrypt it in such in the computer language so that all the transactions, the transaction and the user authentication will be secure. Also, it talk about the third-party integrations, the XMN that we talk about, that the XMS like MTN, because our purpose is to use
Hello, sir.
MTN. Hello, sir. Hello. Oh, sorry.
Hello,
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you. Okay, let him continue, sir.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. You can continue, sir. You can continue now.
Okay, sir. Sorry, I have a bad network here, sir. So that's why I'm.
Thank you. You can
Can you still see
no.
the screen, sir?
Yes. Yes, continue. Continue, sir.
Okay, you share from your end. All right.
Yes.
So so basically, I think I'm talking on the maintenance.
Yes.
So
Please.
time to time, so we need to. Can you hear me now?
Yes. You can hear you. We can hear you.
Can hear you. Can hear
All right.
you.
All right. Sorry for the interruption, sir. So the
Let's keep the
maintenance.
time, please.
Okay.
All right, sir.
Okay.
So yes, I'm already rounding up. So I'm at the last phase. So it's still on the develop. So once we've developed the system, so time to time, so this time to time, I mean, it can be once in 3 months. It's just to check the system and to make sure the any dump are being taken away. So if we have anything that can lag the system, so we can always increase the efficiency of the application so it can function effectively and run securely. So thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. So, as please, is any question now, sir? Can we entertain any question based on what we have now, sir? So that before I now do the remaining briefing, sir. Is there any questions?
Yes,
Anything?
I have question. I don't know
Okay,
if you
sir.
can hear me.
Yes, very well. I
All
can hear you
right, I
very
can
well.
hear you. I can hear you loud and clear, sir.
Okay, good. Um, where have you deployed this software? Can you
Please,
Sir?
mention?
pardon, sir.
I
What
said,
is it, sir?
can, I said, can you mention some few organizations that you have deployed this software that are using it?
Okay, thank you. Actually, for the
Oh, can you take my questions at a row?
yes, you can ask the second one, sir. You can ask the second one, sir.
Okay, that is number one.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, second one is that um who will be the administrator or the webmaster? Is
Okay,
it
sir.
you? Will you
Okay.
still be with us, or you will give us the whole control? That's the second one.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Then the the third one is that what level of control will you have if we eventually take it up from you? What level of control will you have as per you are the developer?
Yes.
Um, will you be able to access our things and all that? So we want to know.
Okay, sir. Can I be answering the
So
question? Can I start the answering the question, sir?
okay. Answer those ones. I still have some of them that I want to
Okay,
ask you.
sir. Okay, sir.
Oh,
So
very
the first question, sir, let me just take it from my hand there, from my hands there, sir. Now, actually, we bet several applications, but for this cooperative society, this will be the first one. For example, one of the application that we bet that we built not quite long, you can search online. Exactly, even from my own hands. I'm one of the team that developed the Gateway Polytechnic um, school portal. At least I contribute a lot from the applications. So we have several of such applications. But for this loan, for this cooperative
cooperative.
society, This is my first time of kind. The only thing that we did is a loan app because I've done the loan app before for all this private loan company. The only I'm one of the developer, and this is Cooperative. What my contribution there is that I develop credit score for them and I sent it to them. So those are the things that give us edge to build this platform for you efficiently. Then number two, you talk about sorry, what is question number two, sir? I forgot the question number two because that number three is
Level of
one.
control. Level of control.
Okay, now the control level will determine by you. The first things foremost is that we will first of all after we build this platform, we teach you how to use it, especially the ESCOs, the financial secretary, etc. We be the chief person, can be anyone that you select to represent you. We will show him the layer by layer, like this kind of presentation like this, each layer, and he will be in charge. But if there is any technical issue, he cannot call on us, which means that he will be in charge of the interface to know the amount of money that is there. It's none of our business. The only thing is that we will only take the administrative parts, which means you are still in charge of your system, except the one that requires for higher technical issue to solve for you. The last question, sir. Is there any other last question, sir? Or if I'm not satisfied, if the answer is not well satisfied, it's not answer where still let me know. Let us know, sir. We will answer you, where, sir.
Can you have access to?
Okay.
Having access, we will now have
Yes.
access. Once we deliver the applications to the one who represents the cooperative distance. Once we deliver we hand it over to the person will be only talking to us for any technical aspect that the person needs, the platform need. It is the person that will be handling the whole systems. So we will not have any access into any individual account, because this system will be built on individual portal, whereby individual member will have his own portal, and it is only the administrator, which is like the financial secretary, whosoever that the member choose to be the administrator, will have access to everyone, all the members' data, payment history, etc. But each member will have their own portal. A portal, I mean, is that each member will have their own account, whereby they can have access to this. So nobody can just come and jump into your accounts or your personal information. No. The only one that can have access to that one is the one that you represent, that register as a administrator. And after that person, he can be the one shut down any other person, and he can be the one appoint any other person. He have the authority to do that one. We will give him the authorizations to have that access to add persons or to delete persons. So none of our technical members will have any access to any of your accounts once it is deployed.
Okay. Let me quickly add another two.
Thank you, sir.
And the other one is, you talked about having a website. Are you saying that we will have our own server?
Yes, of course. Actually,
we will have our own server.
Yes, we deploy in the cloud. Let me come down to that side, Sam. Let me come down. Sorry. Let me come down to that place. Let me quickly explain to that side from here. Sorry for the slide. It did not display the slide for that place. We talk about it here. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we are talking about here now. We're talking about the domain and hosting. Sorry. In this domain now, the domain serves as the name that will be for the society. The hostings is where we buy our own dedicated server, that the administrator can have access to that server. it can do more. The person can even have, if the person have any technical aspect or a technical background, whatever like that, it can still do a kind of configurations, adding or do touch the server. So the corporate society will have their own dedicated server that be paying for every year. That's what I mentioned here. Yearly payments. Yearly payment is on the top here. That's from our company that you can pay directly or you pay through us. But in nutshell, the society will have their own server, which is on the cloud. That's the answer, sir. Which you can maintain, you can maintain from your own end from that place as well, sir.
Okay. Looking
Thank you,
at
sir.
the cost breakdown, I want to
Okay,
ask a question. Looking at the cost breakdown,
okay,
look
sir.
at item number 5,
Number,
payment gateway.
okay.
Payment
Thank you, sir.
gateway.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, 1.5% to 2% per transaction. What does that one mean?
That one is for the uh, third-party authentication. Depending on the number of value of notification you want to be sending out. For
Yes.
example,
Who
now,
is
okay, sir.
who is
Thank
the
you, sir.
beneficiary of that 1.5 to 2%?
No. He is the third party company.
Mr.
They will determine that one. Like for
Mr.
example, now,
Jide,
thank you, sir.
Mr. Jide,
Yes, sir.
yes, can I come in on that?
Yes.
Sir, on payment
Yes.
gateway, these are third party that are responsible for the processing of your fee from either your ATM or bank transfer, like Paystack or
Okay.
this Luther Wave. Do you understand? They are the one that make the services available for you to be able to be debited through your card. From your card, it comes down to this portal. So it's not like you're on Jumia and you want to buy. Now their payment, their payment gateway there. These are external service. We refer to them as third party. So it is through
Yeah.
them that you'll be able to carry out this transaction. So they will charge per transaction because you are not paying them.
So what you are
Thank you,
trying
sir.
to say is that, for instance, now,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
if I need 100,000 from the cooperative now,
Okay.
and
Yes.
they pay me that 100,000, two
Okay.
percent
Yes.
of that 100,000 will go to
No,
gateway.
no, no, no,
No.
no,
No.
no.
That is
We are
not
talking
what,
about the volume
like,
of. Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, Miss. Okay, what we're talking about is that for the numbers of notifications, it is not your none of any of your payment is within your system. Nothing concerns
Yes.
the external body. This one, what we're talking about is that if the volume of the notification per month is higher, they will charge, it is lower, they will charge 1.5% of the rate, which is their rate is 30,000 naira. Look at the item number 3, sir. Can you
Yes.
see this, sir? Can you see the item number 3, sir?
Yeah. Yeah, SMS gateway.
Yes, it is them. It is there. That is where they will deduct. What I'm talking about is talking about the transparency in their payment, in their
no,
transaction.
no, no, no,
If
no. Mr. Jide,
okay,
it
sir.
seems we are not getting what they are saying. There
Okay,
is
sir.
SMS gateway. That is
Okay.
different from payment gateway.
Yes.
If I'm
Oh,
right, sir, the
oh,
Yes,
SMS
you are
gateway
correct.
is responsible for sending notification.
yes.
So
That
when
one
you
is
carry out
the
any activities, when you carry out any activities, you will be notified that okay,
Yes.
so activity take place on your account.
account.
That is the essence
So
of
the
the
yearly,
SMS gateway.
that is
Yes.
clear.
Sir?
The
Yes.
Yes.
yearly
Yes.
Then
payment
Yes.
is clear.
the payment is basically different from the XMS. The payment
Yes.
is the third party that are responsible for, because
And
without them you will not be able to do any transaction. Like when you are paying in now, okay,
Oh, okay. I
you
get
need
it.
to
I get
do a
it.
manual process.
Yes, I get
Do
it.
you
I get it.
understand?
Yes. Yes.
If we don't use a payment gateway, the process is going to be manual. Let's say after you make your payment, you will need to send the details of the payment to an admin. for confirmation.
Yes.
Are you with me, sir?
Yes.
So the process will be manual. So you make your payment, then probably you take the screenshot, you need to send it with the payment to an administrator for approval. So it is after the approval now that you will be credited in your account. But if we integrate a payment gateway, as we are paying, okay, the money goes directly into your account instantly. So there's not going to be need for any admin authorization anymore. It goes straight.
It's okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
So
Thank you for shed light. Thank you, sir.
But currently we use a particular bank, and what you've just said is what we do. We do manual transaction. I can say, okay, somebody now fill your form and snap it to me.
Yes.
Then I do manual authentication for my chairman to pay off.
Of course.
Are you saying that we will not be able to? Are you saying it's going to be totally automatic? Somebody requests for a loan, and is there no medium for approval before that is paid? I don't understand that clearly. And then that payment gateway is going to it going to be deducted from the cooperative money? Of course, it's not going to be deducted from the person we are paying. Somebody makes a request for a loan, and we have to pay the person. Now, that payment, 1.5% to 2%, from which accounts will it be deducted? Is it from the cooperative account? Is it from the person we are paying?
Basically, sir. Yes. This payment gateway, okay, we have to decide that maybe with the ESCO, either to deduct it from the payment, or it will be added as a charges to whatever transaction they are doing.
Because currently we have something like that on our with the bank we are using. That each of the transactions, of course, we make to any member, the account of the cooperative is deducted, even though we don't let it show. Normally, we are supposed to remove it from the individual that we are crediting. For the person, that is it. But we have not been doing that. But with this payment gateway, if we are seeing that the percentage will be high, we may likely start that method. So, but this percentage, I don't know. Maybe we have to sit down and look at it and calculate it.
No,
how much the
percentage is not the sum. Sorry, the percentage is still on the presumption. It's still on the presumption. The bank, we never choose any bank. We never choose a payment gateway.
Mr. Jide.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Jide, is very, very important. It's best they discuss it now, because for the transaction, whenever you are using a payment gateway, do you understand? You will definitely be charged. But
you will definitely be charged
from the point
currently,
of setting
like
this,
I paid a money to Abba recently. No matter what you are paying, if you are paying if you are paying 1 million, they will deduct 300,000. If you are I pay 5,000 last time,
of course,
5,000.
They will charge.
So
payment gateway will charge.
Naira.
Payment gateway will charge.
3,000 naira. Like 3,000 naira.
Is
that means that is 0. Sorry, it's supposed to be 0.1. It depends on the payment gateway.
So I'm looking at this 1.5% to be high.
No, it's not correct. That one is not the acceptable.
Let's sort it out. Later we'll sort it out when we sit down. Let him talk.
Of course, let them. They should. Everybody should know that. Okay, there will be payment. Like there will be charges if they are to use payment gateway, unless they want to go for manual. That is the only way. They will not be paid based on any transaction. No.
It's all right.
I understand.
Are we together?
I understand that it's a payment gateway, but the percentage I'm seeing is high.
That's percentage I'm talking about. That is not. It is not yet concluded at all from any payment payment gateway at all now. That 1.5 is not the ID. It's just that one is an ID that at least based on the per annum transaction. So this one I'm talking about. Okay, sir.
Mr. Jide, sorry. If I may come in, sir.
Okay.
let them finalize. Though I don't know the exact percent they will be charging. But
Good, sir.
one thing I want you to know is that this is a third party. Do you understand? They have the right from their end to increase or reduce.
It's okay.
I don't know if anybody
It's
understand
okay.
what I mean.
I understand.
Yes, I know. I will know the payment gateway.
I understand.
Of
But for
course.
example, now, but for
So
somebody,
they have the right.
yeah.
Though
But
the only thing is that you might be notified. Okay,
yes.
so changes will be on the system.
Okay. But the percentage will
let
not
them,
be on this basis of 1.5. For example, now you wanted to send 1 million to the account. They will not deduct 1%, 1.5% or 1 million. No, it is per hundred on the part. That's what it is. That will be their own equivalent, but the equivalent is very low. For example, they have the charges of maybe, let me just clarify that, for example, like 2,000, 3,000, etc., or based on the bank charges, based on the charges of the transaction you wanted to make. But it will not be like 1.5 direct of that particular amount you wanted to send. That's what I'm trying to bring out, Sam. That's what I'm trying to bring out.
The payment gateway, they have their
charges. They have their own charges. Yes.
So
it's not really as big as that.
We will have to look at the payment gateway we want to use if we are using payment gateway. And if we are not using that, we are still going to continue with our manual payment. We'll look at it. We'll sit down together when we adopt, if we finally adopt this proposal. And I think that's what will happen. We don't need to go.
I think that is best. So
thank you so much,
you
sir.
can actually look.
Let me also add to it. Now, the payment will now be double. The bank, there will be bank charges, the regular bank charges that you still they are still deducting.
Yes, that's what the bank does,
because,
but it's small.
Yes, that one will still continue. Either it is manual or it is automated. And also the pay stack also will also add its own too. So that we are using this one now does not remove the bank charges. It will still
no,
continue.
does not.
So now,
we are the one that to decide if we are going to use payment gateway to pay our people. But the other structure they give us,
okay,
that's all you see.
Yes, it is not possible for it is. That means it will not work if we are using automation and they are not paying on it. So that means you will still be doing manual work by you, the secretary, entering everything back into the system. So there's no difference.
The secretary might not need to enter it.
No,
but
if you are not using payment gateway,
you make a payment, yes. If you are not using payment gateway, after you make your payment, you understand? Enter the information, enter the details. You will send. Okay, pay in. You just send it like to the system.
The secretary.
You pay in.
The administrator.
Yes, you pay in. You pay, but the administrator, that is, the admin will see it from his end for approval.
Hello, sir.
All right, sir. I'm with you, sir.
Sorry, I've been in transit. I just got to my destination now. But the kind of model we use, our members they don't usually pay in. Since we deduct money from source, most of the time we deduct. Very rarely do members have to pay in themselves.
Manually, okay.
Very rarely. So money is deducted from source and paid into our account.
Into your account direct. All right.
That's so it means
exactly
the process is automated already.
May not work for the members.
It's not needed.
But for us,
it's not needed. The payment gateway is not needed. Automatically, it's not needed. Yes. So I think the only time they will need to is when they actually require a loan.
Yes.
And that can be transferred from a single person.
Yes.
It's just for them to submit. It's just for them to submit a form. I'm requesting for so amount loan. Then if it's been approved, they credit the person. Then the system store the information that this person is requesting for so amount of loan.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So I don't think we will have problem with that payment gateway.
with the payment gateway, I don't think it's needed.
I don't
Definitely.
think it's not needed.
If that is the process, the payment gateway is not needed.
Okay.
That is the money is automatically deducted. Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Jide?
So can I?
Okay, sir.
Can
Yeah.
I go on with my question?
Yes.
All right,
yes.
sir.
Okay, so let me quickly ask 3 questions in a row.
Okay.
So the first one is, who is the CEO of this company? That's the first one.
Thank you.
Second one is, what hosts are you using? What hosts? The name of the hosting company for the server.
Okay, sir.
Then,
Okay.
please, I want to know the name of your company.
Okay.
Is it a business company?
Is it CSA?
Is
It's
it a
Upgate,
registered company?
Yes, a registered company. Yes. Upgate
Okay,
Network
so
Solution.
please.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, you're talking about the hosting.
Please,
Upgate
Gate.
Networks, Upgate Network Solutions. Upgate Network
Can you
Solutions
spell
is
it?
registered. Upgate,
Half.
APP,
Yes.
EAT, Upgate Network Solution. Yes, Upgate Network Solution. Now, you ask for the hostings. Yes, the hostings that we plan to use is to use the Digital Oceans or Oracle. But the Digital Ocean is the one of the best. Why we use Digital Ocean is because of the stream transition of the systems, and it's very fast. That is why we use this Digital Ocean. But propose if Digital Ocean, we just make option that either Digital Ocean or Oracle between the two. But Digital Ocean is our main preference.
So who is the CEO?
The CEO, so we work collectively because it's not a group, it's a group of people. I'm one of the members of the directors. As well, we have, we don't work like that. We work as a group company, but we have a CTO among us, which is Chief Technical Officer, which we deal with. What we are doing presently is Mr. Akim, but he's not with us here. He's aware of what we are doing. Mr. Akim Sunny. And as well, me, I'm a person, I am a software developer, as a person of a GD, and as a person that's our resource person. He's Orison Sade, so he's our member, also as a developer as well. They only just give us access as a developer to talk because we are a developer. But the directors, also the ways on our own level of this is Mr. Akim Sani as well. Actually, they can still join us shortly as well.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you for the answers.
Thank you, sir.
So, is there any slide that is very important that you need to show us?
Okay, now another one that is very vital that was not sure that was, let me quickly go to the, now for example, now, this is the landing page, for example, and the landing page that was the first page. It's not this one, but we are using kind of a, not only user interface alone, we want to use very simple and easy use interface. So we try to come out with like a UBA, if you know UBA mobile app, their landing page, their first page. You want to use something similar like that and develop and design your own UI UX that's very more interactive and well organized. So the landing page will just be as simple as just the name of the cooperative and the login, the authentication site, and every other sort of video or background of what the platform is all about. Then another one that's very important is here, the authentication side, the login. The login can be in two ways, either through the authentication that the resource person has mentioned that time, of a digital like 1 to 9, but just like a ATM number in which that in which the members of this group will have easy access to log in their credential, like password precisely. Not that you use a long detail. So we can use a 4 digits number like that with this one. Another one that's unique feature that we try to do is this dashboard. Dashboard serve as this one. It will look like this. Dashboard serve as the portal. That means the account of individual under the web platform. It will look like this, exactly like this, where some of the things that you have will look like this format. You can have a detail of what you are doing, your transaction, etc. It will look like this format. The three main features we plan to show you that it will look like exactly like this in the long run after the execution of this. And the authentication that you asked that time, this is the important of the one I just mentioned that time, that secure authentication, the 2FA, which is very, very important. Some people take it optional, but will not take it optional under your own view because of a suspicious that you may be suspecting. So that one serves as authentication, further authentication. After you have your password, you can see create another authentication again. We call it two-way password. So we can still do that one in the long run. If there's any malicious activity that will detect any malicious activities like that, then we can do as well. And as well, the external one under it's called account audit, that audit log for transaction. We will ensure that from the back end of your representative, if there's any activity that is suspicious, we do a proper audit log for the transaction once you give for permission. So these are the little things that we intend to show. And the last part of the things is that we intend that these things can still be integrated to the mobile app precisely alone if it's been allow us to execute the project. That is something. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Okay.
Any other question, please?
Any other questions, sir?
Thank you very much. I think I still have to sit down and listen to well, for most part of it, I was not able to, like I had an unscheduled assignment. As I yesterday when we were fixing this, I wasn't aware of the assignment, so I couldn't. Okay. So I have just a few questions. Maybe by the time I listen to the whole session, I will be able to ask more questions.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Will it be connected to our bank account?
What is that, sir?
Will the portal it be connected to our bank account?
That is what I said.
I'm asking.
That's what I'm asking.
The reason why I'm asking, because anything internet, you always what some of the concerns raised by our members is one of them is fraud, hacking.
Okay, yeah.
How susceptible to hacking is this platform?
That is why we mention all these securities measure that we mentioned that time. And can it collected to the bank account? No. The bank account, since we not agree on payment gateway, we will not connect to any bank accounts any longer.
Okay.
That is job. Everything is well secure. And even this part of the secure authentications, I'm telling you, I have the cyber security and the developer that I am. We will not just build the system alone and not check back. We continue footprint of what we are doing. We are there with every of our work that we do. So it's secure. If there's any malicious activities with immediate, even before you notice, we notice from from the communication with our representative, we will detect with immediate effect, and without any further delay, nothing of such things will not happen in future. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Then is the payment one off, or we still have to pay annual subscription?
Which part, sir? Which part, sir? Subscription what, sir?
The payment, once you pay, that's all.
No. See the layout of the payments, the one that require continuous payment is to yearly payment, like a domain and hosting, because you have your own, even you have access to that server. But development charge, it is one time. Once you develop it, is one time. Another one that is also very important is SMA gateway. Is very, very important. It's continuous. Sorry, it's continuous. But you can reduce the payments And it's, when you see the future, you will like to pay more for it. But UI/US is one time. The security maintenance, it depends on the number of times you call us. Not even that yearly we say, if you continue, if you continue need our attention, that's why we say we charge 40,000 yearly. So that since you are, we are the one that we build the system. So that continually is optional. And we will still run all the necessary security checkup for it as well.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
looking at this, Shaman, let me ask you a question.
Okay, sir.
Looking at cost breakdown,
Okay, sir.
Supposing that we start with 50 members, for instance,
Okay.
if at the end of the year our membership increased to 100,
Okay.
is this yearly payments still the same?
Yes. Even if it is increased to 1 million, it's still the same. Why is that? Hosting is per use. And by this one, and we resource for the next year, we resource for the next period, not even year, not every year. Since you are a full member of it, you pay the first year on time, they will continue giving some bonuses like that for the hostings. So even if it is increased to 1 million, it's still the same. Except if you now need a bigger version, you wanted to ask for bigger Hoover for the hosting. And it will just increase by a particular amount. By example, maybe you are using a premium now, you want to use a standard executive, you pay for executive, but the same amount yearly. Nothing changes, regardless of number of users.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
I've carefully listened to your analysis. It was a very good presentation,
Thank you,
as
sir.
it is.
Thank you, sir.
For being an online system, people will still have some reservations.
Okay, sir.
So, if eventually adopted,
Thank you, sir.
still come and do a physical presentation where every member will sit down.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
We
tell our
project also,
okay, sir. I
so
will
that
tell our
people will ask questions to at least to allay the fear of individual.
okay, sir.
Because myself, when you come online, I'm always very, very careful, especially
yes.
with this kind of.
You are right, sir. You are right, sir. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
So
Okay.
I know that the way you present is exactly the way the way they operate, how
Yes,
they
sir.
develop the banking system.
Yes,
So
sir.
that by the time the individual can pay in, withdraw money, and so that even if there is any problem, how you can just call the operation manager and inform them you notice this one. So but it's still subjected to a lot of hacking.
Yes,
So I sincerely I appreciate the way you presented it, but you need to represent to a larger member where everybody, those that are knowledgeable about computer, will also have a way of contributing to at least our fear.
okay, sir. Okay, sir. You are highly welcome,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you, sir. You are highly welcome, sir.
I don't know if you have told us your charges.
Yes, it's there. The charges is there, sir. In that course breakdown, sir.
Breakdown.
Everything is
Yes,
yes, is
you
there.
have not been here.
It's for this is sir.
No,
Yes, this
I've
everything
not been
is
looking
where
at
there.
the
Okay, sir.
at the
Sorry.
slide.
I can
I've
even
not been.
Sorry.
we share the slide
I
as
was
well.
even
Oh, sorry.
driving when I
Yeah,
was
sorry, sir. Sorry,
driving.
sir.
Yeah, sorry. It's all right.
Okay, I can see 150,000 yearly
Yes,
development
yes.
charges,
Yes,
400,000
Yeah, we have
one
talked
time,
yes,
about
yes.
all this. The
Yes,
questions
sir.
have been asked about
30, 850.
them,
Yes, sir.
and
Okay, sir.
the questions
Yeah.
have been resolved.
Yes.
So, can you tell us the limitation, I mean, the downside of this program? The downside.
Yes.
Okay, sure. Our time is fast spent. In 1 minute, I will just say because we have a 2 to 3 minutes to rounding up some. Now,
It's
Yeah.
okay.
the downside of it is what we just mentioned that and this security part of it, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Continue.
Security,
Okay, yeah, the security part of it,
in
the
that.
security part of these things are everywhere is digital, everywhere is all about digital now. But
Yeah.
in the finances part of it, we take security as the number one things, number one priority things. The downside of it is that if peradventure the thing is not well, not well handled, there will be a lot of damages. But we will take care of that thing that we are talking about, and we will take it as
Okay,
our priority
security
to
number
solve.
one.
Yes, that's
Okay.
security. Even every other thing that security
Yes.
is number one. Then number two, the hosting and domain is very, very important. If the payment is not made
Okay.
on time, then there will be a shutdown of the thing, which is going to affect the activities of the whole things. So we need to take care
Okay,
of
that's
those at place. That if we continue to with the programs, the
I
development.
think
okay.
also
That
payment
is
is
number two.
yearly. The payment is yearly.
Yes,
Hosting
for
and domain.
domain. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Once we pay, is for 1 year.
Yes, yes.
It is after that 1 year, if it's not renewed, that is something will sort it down.
It will shut down. But
Okay.
that is what the company has. That is what they are selling. That's the cloud distance, and it's very
Okay.
fast and swift. Very
Okay.
fast per clicking. Once you click like this, that's why we use digital edition. Click like this. Before you click, it is very, very fast. And the
Okay.
member will enjoy the speed of the things, the uplink of the.
Is it not?
I say.
Is it possible to have a shared hosting?
It is depend. Yes, very possible, but it depends on the size of the cooperatives or the cooperatives. At least for dedicating, even you have the share now, you have like a 250 upward. Then you have your own total server that you it is only you
Okay.
manage it, you can reselling it, etc. A lot
Okay.
of things you
It's
can
all right.
do. A lot of things that we can still do on the business on that one as well. With 250 upwards.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. It's all right.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. So because of our time,
Yeah.
sir, we cannot
No.
continue further than
In
this.
fact, I have to sacrifice another meeting for this. So
Mm.
you're not the only one that is in hurry.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the time, sir. I really appreciate your time, sir. And we
Thank you
be
so
love
much
to
for the
hear more from
presentation.
you,
We
sir.
enjoyed it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
So the
Thanks.
recorded part, we can send it later on in the long share. We send it, and the slide will be also before that as well. We forward the slide as well. Me too. And if there's any further inquiry, please just there message us. We will attend with immediate effect, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.